Welcome back to Halaxy's tutorial series on clinical templates. In this tutorial video, we'll now start diving into template customization, which we'll explore first with clinical note templates. If you frequently type out your notes or letters with the same format or structure, Halaxy's clinical note templates save you time from recreating the same note from scratch. In this video, we will cover how to create a note template, using dynamic terms in templates to automatically personalize any note, and using snippets for creating reusable content to insert into notes. Let's get started. To create a clinical note template, first open the Clinical Settings page. On the sidebar, click Settings, then Clinical. In the top right, click New Template. In this pop-up, click Create New Note Template. For this example, we're going to create a template for treatment review letters. Give your template a name and a short description. This description appears in the template tooltip when selecting a template to import. Then, select an existing or create a new category for organizing your template in the template list. Okay, now that we've configured the template setting, let's get to creating. As a starting point, this is a sample treatment review letter that's already been written, which we'll paste into the editor to make into a template that can be used anytime, customized for you. Now, let's start editing the content so we can personalize this note whenever we use it. This letter has certain elements that need to be personalized every time we write one. We're going to swap these out for dynamic terms. These are placeholders that convert into the relevant data for the patient we are writing this note for. For starters, remove this date here. Then we're going to insert a dynamic term that will always convert to the current date for anyone using the template. In the toolbar, click Dynamic Terms, then select Current Date. Now let's replace all the other data elements in our letter. As you can see, you've now replaced all specifics with dynamic terms as placeholders. Now edit the content of the letter so that when you use the template, the letter structure is retained and all you'll need to do is fill in the blanks. This template is now ready to go. Hit the Save button and refresh the page. Your template is now added to your group's template library. Before we test out the template, there's another feature you can use to speed up your documentation. Snippets are reusable content that you can quickly insert into any text editor whenever needed. These can be text, lists, images, links, anything you use frequently. For this example, we'll create a snippet for recommending additional sessions, which you can then insert into letters in the future if required. At the top, click the Snippets tab. In the top right, click Add New Snippet. Let's call this snippet Additional Sessions. Then add a quick description. For snippet type, select how this snippet will be used. Clinical is for clinical notes, administrative is for communication templates, admin notes, and reminders. For this example, select Clinical. In the content editor, add in your text for recommending additional sessions for the patient. Remember, dynamic terms can also be used here, so this snippet is instantly personalized for anyone who inserts it into their letters. When you're ready, click Save. Now let's go test this new template. Click the Halaxy logo to go to the calendar. In this example, we have a patient who has just completed their last appointment from their current referral, so we'll write a treatment review letter to their GP. In the appointment panel, click Notes. We'll now import our newly created treatment review letter template. On the toolbar, click Templates. In the list, click the name of your template. All you need to do now is enter the rest of the content. If this patient requires additional sessions, we can then insert the snippet we created. Move the cursor to where you want to add the snippet. Then, on the toolbar, Click Snippets, then select Additional Sessions. You can preview your note to check that the dynamic terms populate with the correct information. When you're finished, you can send your letter. And with that, you've just seen how easy it is to create clinical note templates in Halaxy. Combined with the power of dynamic terms and reusable snippets, paperwork can be done in seconds, freeing up more time for patient care. In our next video, we'll show you how to create your own clinical tools to accelerate the way you collate clinical information using forms and questionnaires.